Today's question is, do you want to learn how to play your guitar faster from a lead guitar perspective? How to train your fingers up in a way that will apply to lots of things. And then once you learn this basic technique that's really quite simple, you can then apply it to anything that you're working on. Now, I'm just going to jump straight into the exercise because I'm assuming that you're going to say yes. We're going to stick with good old A minor pentatonic here in the 5th position. I'm sure you'll know it. I'm going to use distortion because I am on my Ripper lead guitar and I'm just going to have more fun with a bit of high gain. So I've set the metronome at 108 beats per minute, which is this speed. That's the one with the bass drum on it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't really bother trying to do this with me right now. Just watch it and stop it here and there, and hopefully you've got your guitar with you and your metronome, and do it yourself. Might have to be at a slower speed than this once we get to the end of this drill. But right now, absorb what I have to say because I'm going to swap around quite a bit and stop and start, and it's not about learning my notes right now. Now I'm going to play 2 notes for every one of those beats. And a way to count that is 1 and 2 and 3. And a way to check how comfortable I am is just on one note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, now the scale. 3, 4, 1. Okay, for me, I could have just kept going up and down all day. Very comfortable. Now I'm going to go to 3 notes per beat. So normally we count them 1 and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a, 1 and a, 2. How does that feel with the pick? Okay, for me, again, triplets, that was really quite comfortable for me. I didn't feel any stress. So now I'm going to go to 4 notes per beat. This time I'm going to count it 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, to find the thing, and I'm find the time with the metronome, and then I'm going to just go again to feel the speed. 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4. Okay, right now, did you notice that unwarmed up, I hit a few bad notes. What I also felt myself was I felt a bit of tension going on. Now, what is the killer of speed is tension. We look at the guys that really rip it. Look at Steve Vai, for example. How comfortable and relaxed does he look? And good faces as well, let's not forget that. But we want to learn to have relaxation. So a really, really easy way to do this is I was playing 4 notes per beat. I'm going to half it. I'm going to play 2 notes per beat. I'm going to slip in a burst of speed, a burst of 4 notes per beat. So I'm kind of going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a 1. So I'm just going to slip in 1 set of fast notes or double the speed, and then just go back to the half the speed, the 8th notes in this case, 2 per beat. And I'm going to do my best when I go back to the half speed or half the subdivision of time, because I'm not changing the metronome, so I'm obviously not changing the speed of the beat. I want to then refocus on my relaxation. Now, I don't care if I play multiple sets of the fast speed and then a few of the slow speed, or I play lots of the slow speed and then just slip in 1 of the fast speed. It doesn't really matter. So there's no rules. That's why you're not following me here. Just get the concept. But as soon as I feel stress sneaking into my hand here, then I'm going to go back to the half speed. So what's the speed? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4. yucky few last notes there, but you get the idea. But what happened for me is I was just nice and comfortable and just working on having fun and locking into the metronome. That is pretty much the extent of the exercise. Feel or find ultimately a time subdivision that you find, or a beat amount that you find playing 16th notes difficult at. That is 4 per beat. It could be 60. Then halve it, play 8th notes, or 2 per beat, and then slip in a set of 4 per beat. Once you get the concept of this idea down, you saw in there a little bit, I actually just took a 4-note idea, like I went, and I played it in 2 notes per beat and in 4 notes per beat. And of course, you can do it up here. Okay, ultimately, this is the extent of this drill. You're pretty much just halving your speed, chucking in a fast set, feeling if you're getting stressed again, and then dropping back to the relaxed speed where you go back into feeling relaxation, chuck in a fast set, come out, and then chuck more fast sets in together. It's also kind of musical because in music, that's the way it can often be. You've got some notes going on, some melody, and then a little quick burst of speed comes in, then it drops back out. It's actually more realistic to real world playing. Now, this, we just did like 2 and 4. You could do 1 and 2 as a set, like 1 note per beat and 2 notes per beat. You know, if the song was 150, that might be more relevant to even a lick that's in it, because you can apply it to a part that may be part of the song that you can't play in full time. Also, you can apply this simple drill. Let's not overcomplicate things here. You could do it to playing triplets and then doubling to playing 6 notes per beat. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about right now when it comes to 3s and 6s, well, you're not ready for it yet in this particular application of this drill. As time goes on, you'll understand it. Those of you that are up there in the hyper levels of speed, you'll get it. And if I was to, for the sake of you guys, give you a quick example, I'm going to drop more down to like, I don't know, 92. And I'm going to move into kind of G major, G minor, sorry, G major, E minor, and I'm going to just do this. That's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to see, can I play it in 6 notes per beat, which would be 1 and a triplet, 2 and a triplet, 3 and a triplet, or not too bad. I'm feeling a bit of tension there, so I'm going to play it at half speed. Or triplets, 1 and a 2. Now, notice 1. As I just tried to do too many sets in a row, forwards, backwards, of the 6 notes, I could feel tension coming in my hand and I bummed out a note. But when I actually did it where I went a set slow, 3 notes per beat, and then a set fast, and then a set slow, and a set fast, it actually sounded way more musically, and it was actually easier for me to perform than if I actually did a continuous run of fast. And when your ego gets involved in playing fast, often you think you can't stop, and everyone's going to appreciate that because you think it's impressive because you've got like, wow, look at me running all over the guitar neck. But as a listener, we need little bursts and little breaks from you just talking at us all the time, and you just keep going, like, you're like, oh, okay, just take a break. Take a breath, blurt out some words because you're excited, and come back again and then state your point. So I'm trying to show what that would be like as obviously talking to you, because that's what you're doing when you're playing lead guitar. All right, check, that's it. Simple, quick lesson. Talk to you later. I'm Nick Tung, Visionary Guitar. Please like, share my videos and subscribe.